So what we are going to do today, we continue from where we left on the feeling. Okay. So again, we have to apply the 11. Sachin, if you can mute your, yeah, if you can mute, yeah, good. Okay. So what we are going to do in the next 1 hour is to understand how we are supposed to get into Vedana, because the detail over there talks about the Rupa, but in the detail he doesn't talk about Vedana. So he only says you need to do that for Rupa, but he doesn't take about the Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, and Vijnana. So in another Sanyukta Nikaya suttas, you will find mention of what is to be done on Vedana, Sanya, and Sankhara and Vijnana. So let's go into the aspect of Vedana. How does a feeling come to be? So this is how our starting point should be. What is the uh, starting point of a feeling? The starting point of a feeling is phassa, contact. So if I want to know the feeling, I need to know the contact. That's the first basic thing I need to do. I will not know the feeling if I don't know the contact point. So my observation after Rupa is the contact. Now, contact with what? With what is the question? Contact of the sight, that is the form, which is coming onto the eye like this on the screen. And then what happens? So, the contact creates a particular kind of feeling. So, now on this camera, what I am having, there is a feeling that I am this body, or at least I know this is my body, or at least I know that this is my color, or this is color, this is my face. Now, can I see minusing the what I can say? Can I minus the me and watch? Then immediately you can find neutral feeling arising. Again, I repeat, when I see this camera, I get a feeling that I am this body. This is my face. This is my mustache, like that. Is there a possibility? Okay, is there a possibility wherein I remove that me and just watch, and that becomes animitta? Okay. Now, if I am able to do that, couple of things I can find. That number one, that there is no description. There's nothing to describe. Meaning, I don't have to describe about myself through this body. Then the second thing is that the identity is gone. If I am feeling I am this body or I have this body, then it takes over as a chitta. So kaika vedana and the chetasika vedana, two vedana. Now it takes over as a chetasika vedana. In the chetasika vedana, what really happens is that I either feel happy about or pleasured about seeing myself in a better shape, or I feel myself being in unhappiness or a kind of uh, a not good feeling. Okay? This is what is going to happen. And the neutral feeling is forgotten. Now, if I fix this dimension, this body, it is limited by time. This body is limited by time. Limited by time in the sense that I need to now say this body existed in the past. I feel I existed in the past. The feeling comes that I am existing in the past. then I feel that I will be existing in the future with an old body, but I will be existing with an old body. And I was existing with a body which is no longer there. The childhood and my teenage and adulthood and all that was there. Now, presently, I am talking Dhamma. So I have a feeling that I exist. So the Hitta Bhava, thisness, is going to take over. So then the space will get created now based upon the mana, the measurement I'm going to have. So I have to measure myself with all of this. And I say that I'm seeing, this is big, I'm hearing, I'm tasting, I'm touching, I'm smelling, I'm thinking, all creates its own feeling. Phassa Pachaya Vedana. So Samphasaja Vedana. That means two things are connected and it shows that an experience is out there. So when I'm seeing this room and I sitting here, I get a pleasurable experience overall because it is as per my liking of this room and as per whatever I wanted it to be, it's there. So it looks spacious, it looks whatever it should look. So I find it extremely happy. So this video, what is coming today, if I were to see it, it's more beautified. So I was seeing a lot of YouTube videos, and Ario has been telling me a lot of ideas. So now today I have transformed. So it looks more like a studio. Okay, and taking the feedback more and more, then I might do some more studio effect. So I'm transforming it so that I get a feeling of a studio which never existed. So the concept of the studio will get embedded into my mind that this is indeed a studio. So I feel pretty happy when somebody appreciates that. Wow, your video looks good. The way you have put your lighting, the way you have put your upholstery, the way you have decorated, extremely good. We didn't know that you have such a creativity in you. And I say, excellent. Thank you so much. Because it reduces my anxiety. That I'm worried about what will be the feedback, and the feedback is extremely good. And with a nice feedback, I would like to do more things. So the proliferation starts. So when I have a feeling, the proliferation is an automatic thing because the perception happens. So now I can look at the 8 things which are there on the face. So one, it becomes internal. That is, I am feeling internally, and I'm feeling external. There's an external feeling, external to what I'm seeing here. I'm feeling this room, I'm feeling this lighting, I'm feeling all the wonderful things I have made for myself. So there is a feeling. Now, if there is internal and external, then it should also have gross and subtle. There is a gross feeling as in I'm sitting, this is my body, and I'm carrying this, and I'm sitting here and I'm talking. There's a gross feeling. There's a subtle feeling also, subtle feeling of belongingness. So I'm feeling belonged. I don't feel, oh, I don't exist. I certainly feel I fully exist now. I exist in this room. I exist in this place. And it looks so nice to me. Right? So that's the second one as a pair. Then Hina Panita, so superior or inferior superior. Now, today this room looks superior to me. It's so nice. Whereas in the earlier videos, that this room had a very bad taste, and I was sitting somewhere down, and I was not able to position it properly, and the objects, the lighting was not appropriate. The window light was coming; it was not dark enough, so it was looking not that good, and you see the light is correctly hitting on one side, other side giving a blend of darkness, so it looks extremely good. So am I not feeling today superior? Exactly, I'm feeling it. So nobody can take out my feeling now. If somebody comes and says, even Ariu were to comment that this room was not looking good, I say, yeah, no, Ariu, I don't think so. You have better eye. So you see how much I have struggled to make this happen. Yeah, there will be some observation, some improvement. So there is always opportunities for improvement. I'm going to improve it, improve the lighting, improve this, improve that. So what's the idea? Is to look spacious, is to look superior. So when this video 1 million people would watch, they feel, wow, what an effect, right? So otherwise, if there are only 20 people watching, I feel inferior. When I watch another monk's video and he has 1 million people watching and I have only 20 people watching, and then what's the problem? My dhamma is good, but why people are not watching? And you know, your lighting is not good, your curtains are not good, the way you have kept your things are not good. Except for dhamma, everything has to be made, so it has to be prepared. So when I prepare it, when there is a preparation, that has to have dukkha. Okay, so now the feeling of dukkha also arises simultaneously because of the contact. So phassa samudaya, vedana samudaya, phassa samudaya, sanya samudaya, phassa samudaya, sankhara samudaya. All the three happens together. It's not that first Vedana happens and it goes away, then the Sanya happens, then it goes away, then the Sankhara happens, it goes away. No. Asa creates all the three Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara. It's a magnet. With the Rupa being there, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara directly gets connected. So today, my room, this is my room, it's a perception. From the room, it has become a studio. So now I've converted in a few minutes a beautiful looking studio. As per me, it's beautiful. Why? Because I'm feeling beautiful about today is a great day for me. I'm feeling so nice with this studio effect. And I feel that I think I need to buy some more of those wall hangings and some other lighting things and some LED lights coming from bottom and some side lights and so many other things, and it looks so pretty and people would be saying, wow, this is great. So then I feel so happy. Wow, this is the effect I wanted on my videos. So that's the feeling. So when I have a superior and inferior feeling, then the next thing is far and near. Am I not feeling very near now? It's so near. The experience is so near. Or the experience is too far. It's not about anything else. It's how you experience things. You experience things by three modes. First mode is by feeling, the second mode is by perception, and the third mode is by sankharas. So as many sankharas we do, that many feelings we have, and that much perception we are going to carry. And all the three goes together. Phassa samudaya, Vedana samudaya. Phassa samudaya, uh, then you get Sanya samudaya. Phassa samudaya, then you have Sankhara. Yes, Sachin. Yeah, the far experience. Now, this room or this studio is a near experience to me, isn't it or not? Yes, feeling of closeness. I feel so close now because you see this a nice effect what I've created. I'm feeling wow, whether you get it or not. I'm feeling so nice. I'm feeling so charged up today. And this morning I had one short call with Ariu. Yes, but far to you. Yes. Yes, it is because of the Ajata Bahidda, it becomes my experience. It's my feeling, right? It's my feeling. Nobody can take out that feeling away from me. So it's very near to me. But if somebody takes that experience from me, it's pretty far. I want that experience. Yes. 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 So since you don't have Ajata Bahidda, internal, external, you can read anybody's mind. No, it is just a Vedana. There's nothing called far and near and internal, external, and superior, inferior. All that is gone. All the 11 things are gone. See, as long as I create a spaciousness, I create a space that is far, near, I'm creating a duality of experience, right? I won't experience that. Let's say Aryu's room looks good. I feel, I think I should do something about it. I need to also have something. Then I ask Aryu, hey, how did you do that effect? He says, Vilas, it's pretty simple. I don't know why you don't get it. It's pretty simple. I say, yeah, the simple things I don't understand. I understand very complex things, but the simple things I don't understand. Can you teach me the simple things? And then he says, it's nothing, it's just lighting. Don't you have lights with you? I have. But you should know how to play with lights. Yeah, that's a very complex thing to me. And then Aryu gives me 1 hour lecture on how to put lights, and he will show and he will do all that. I exactly copied. What did I do? I brought the experience from far to near. So when I bring a wife, when I bring a object like wife, son, daughter, friend, neighbor, blah, blah, all that, I'm bringing an experience of that. It's an experience. There is no friend. It's just a body. But you have an experience of a friend, isn't it or not? Yes, Aryu. Yeah, before Aryu, I think Matt was waving. I want to say something. Yeah, Matt, go ahead. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, based upon this room, any one of you commenting me that this studio looks pathetic, it becomes far. The very moment it becomes a far experience. It's an experience. Please remember, it's an experience. You are experiencing through feeling, perception, through the preparation or the choices you make. So this mano sanchetana, ahara, food, it's about making something out of something. So we are all in quest of making something which never existed, but I want to make it. How do you make it? Make it a relationship. What relationship? Oh, you know what? This body is called as husband and this body is called as wife. Come on, they both are bodies. No, no, no. You don't understand. She is your wife. Yes or no? Yes, yes, yes. He is your husband. Yes or no? Yes, yes, yes. Now you both are married. From today, your husband and she is wife. Oh, yeah, please kiss. And now he gives a kiss and that's it. There ends the matter. Now, in his mind, the human being or just the Rupa is transformed into a feeling of a wife. So if the wife doesn't come home, there is anxiety. Why? Because she has not come home. But there was no wife in the first place. Come on, don't give me that crap. I have a wife. She's so pretty. I don't know where she went. So I want her. So now a feeling of wife Is it near or far? If she's front of me, is near. If she's not there, it is far. Is she superior, inferior? Yes, I have married her and she's superior sometimes and inferior sometimes. Right? So now I have all these dimensions. So I create a space for this mind to enjoy through the five senses. What if by working out like this, the sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, and thoughts stop? Then it becomes animitta, no wife. What do you feel? Neutral. What do you perceive? Neutral. What are the sankharas? Nothing. So your sankharas are tranquil. Sabba sankhara samatho. Sabbupadi pati nisaggo. So now you have cut out the bond, no possession. Tanhakhayo, the craving is gone for wife, because there was no wife in the first place. Virago. Now you see the decaying body parts. The feeling is changed. Earlier the feeling was wife, perception was wife, and the sankharas were making for the wife. Now you don't have a feeling of a wife, perception as a wife, but you still have sankharas. They are not abhisankharas. They're just body movements and nothing else. The samatha happens. Tanhakhayo, virago, nirodho, it doesn't arise. The wife thing doesn't arise. And hence, nibbana. Simple. Yes, Harry. Sorry. Go ahead. Yes, there is a feeling of nearness. Just a friend is neutral. Close friend is you're bringing it near. So there's a feeling of nearness from that object. So when the object comes, you feel the nearness of it. If the friend, yes. Now you want him to be near. So either you will start remembering him in your mind to make it near, or you call him every now and then make a video call or whatever it is to make yourself feel near. Mhm. You actually answered your own question. So let me explain to you how did you answer. I wanted to say, Aryu, you've answered. Okay, hold on. Now you said both our friends are in China, right? Number one, you created a distance now. Yes, the mind has created distance, right? America to China is thousands of miles away. Okay, so the mind has now made it a dure santike mind, not you. Now what happens? You are saying I have one friend who is close, even though the distance is far. You create closeness. What you can do? Keep on remembering him. Bring that image again and again and again, just like what we do when we see a girl and a pretty girl has gone. Shucks, I wanted her. Man, it's so bad. She's gone. Now, what do? Sit. I wanted to meditate on the breath instead of meditating on the girl. So the girl becomes a near thing to me. Yes. Yes. So you create spaciousness. It's a space getting created. So you, like in Hindi, मेरे दिल में जगह दे दो, or like give me a space in your heart, right? We We say that. I want to stay in your heart. So what does that mean? It's spaciousness. As close to my heart. Again. So we use all these adjectives and yes, Ariel. Oh, not good thing. No, not good thing. All that you like, you want it to be close. All that you hate, you want it to be far. So feeling, perception, and preparation or choices or whatever it is called in English. So Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara. You don't like the things which you don't want it. So the objective of the mind is to push aside those it doesn't want because it gets into do manas. Yes. Why? Because of the rupa. So in that sutta, Buddha explains completely on the rupa and gives a silence to Rahula to practice. Now that confused Rahula will sit and start to look at his breath. And that Venerable Sariputta comes and tells him, Rahula, do the Anapanasati. And he is even more confused now. What Anapanasati I need to do? I have no idea what you're saying. Right? So this is how we need to practice on these three. Any questions before we proceed further? So when I see this rupa here, okay, first thing I need to look at is this: am I feeling I existed yesterday? I'm using the word feeling. That's a feeling. Okay. If yes, then long way to go. I'm not getting that feeling at all. Then I'm certainly minimum a Sakadagami. Minimum. At the bare minimum. I don't get the feeling that I'm sitting here. I'm again not talking about Sakkaya Ditti. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the feeling I get when I watch this. Okay? If my mind is not going at all into any objectification, then I'm anagami. Why? Because there is no nimitta. If there is no nimitta, there is no description of it. So there is no story making. Now you might ask me a question. If you were doing like that, then how could you prepare this room as a studio? So the answer to that is, if you're hungry, would you think about how to quench the hunger, or you would start thinking about what to eat? You would only look at quenching or satisfying your hunger, quenching your thirst. In the same way, this has to be made. It has to be made up. It has to be prepared. It's not my preparation. It's not that something extraordinary thing I did. The lights and things are there. I'm just placing it. So it gives a different effect. Just like the food which is going into this body is giving a different effect of a fairness, skin is fair, and all other things associated with it. So there's nothing me in that to experience. If I am having that forever in anything I do, between the sight and sound and taste and touch and smell and thought, so you can feel a very deep sense of relief in your heart. You will feel it in your heart. Again, Cheto Vimukti is, Chitta is in the heart, in the real heart here. That's the reason we keep on touching. Okay, we feel everything in the heart. If you have observed, the irritation feeling first starts in the heart, pleasurable feeling starts in the heart, relief feeling starts in the heart. So everything is in the heart. That means the chitta is in the heart. So when we say your chitta is expanded, it means that you can feel both in the body and in the mind, which is the chitta, true expansion. That one is Niramisa Sukha, because irrespective of the thing outside there, that is not changed. And hence in Nibbana. Okay. What's that? Ah, Alankar, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Regarding the farmers of Vedana, like this is something I don't want includes and if not include but does it not depend on the intensity and how often it arises, closeness of it? I mean, it can be someone that really hate, like the person really boils my bread and constantly thinking about it. That would create a sense of nearness.
See, when we start thinking about it, it creates nearness. That means you want it. Whether you like that or dislike that, both create nearness. So if I'm thinking on something which I don't like, that create nearness, but I'm doing my best effort to push it up, push it off. I don't want it. Let's say there is an argument between me and another person in another few days from today, on 10th of May. In our state, we have an election. Okay, so there are many parties. So when you have parties, you tend to get into the aspect of siding one and rejecting the other. Now, what happens? Many of my friends, they keep on talking, they keep on sharing videos, they keep on writing on WhatsApp or on Facebook or whatever it is. Now I go and read. There's an intention. With that intention, when I go, I like my party to win. I have in my mind a party. No matter how much I say I don't have, but it creates. So when it creates, what happens? There is a feeling that it's my party. So if somebody is talking about my party, I feel happy. But if somebody doesn't talk about my party and they blame it and they do all kind of, they say a lot of bad things about my party, it's near. He's talking, but I would like to make it far. I would like to push it by either trying to bring out something which will change the topic. That means I deflect the topic so that we speak something else. I'll say to him, hey, please, we are coming here to not to discuss on this politics, because I love politics actually, to be honest. But since he's not talking about my party and I'm getting agitated, I'm going to say, hey, in our best interest, so let's stop talking politics. Let us talk about climate change and the fuel prices which have increased, and also look at the food shortage in the coming years, the rains which are not coming, and the highways, and how US is trying to squeeze in the smaller countries, and how China is doing this and that. So that I don't want my party, which I'm having in my mind, to be disturbed. So even though his discussion is near, I will push it far. Yes, Sachin. Yes, absolutely. The more you hate, the more near it becomes. Yes. Whatever way we want to put it, there's a feeling. Either you feel superior about yourself, or you feel a set of people are superior, or you feel a set of people are inferior, because in my mind, I have that feeling. Yes. Yes. And measure. Keep on measuring, measuring till you go crazy with that measurement. Yeah, yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay. So the basic thing is that these three things go together. So if you look at the sutta in the Sanyukta Nikaya, he will say Ahara Samudaya Rupa Samudayo, Ahara Nirodho Rupa Nirodho, Passa Samudaya Vedana Samudayo, Passa Nirodho Vedana Nirodho, Sanya Samudaya, Passa Samudaya, Sanya Samudayo, Passa Nirodho, Sanya Nirodho, Passa Samudaya, Sankhara Samudayo, Passa Nirodha, Passa Nirodha, Sankhara Nirodha. Right? So, if the feeling were to be understood in its entire essence, the sanya and the sankharas can be stopped. So, the anicca sanya, perception of anicca, is experienced, not nicca sanya. And that is not happening because of the feeling. The feeling it gives me that I am does not give me an opportunity to understand it is anicca, because I always exist. I feel I exist, right? How? I was a child. So what did I do? I connected two things. I was a child. Means I'm feeling I was a child. That body is not there, but there's a feeling of I exist. I was a teenager. So when I was a teenager, I was doing this, that, and all. Then I was an adult. Then I am a middle-aged person. Now come to the present. Who are you? A middle-aged person. Who you will be after 10 years from today? An old man. But I will not say a mature person. You see this fun. I don't want to be called as old. Sorry. And we say age is just a number. Why? Because there is fear. Fear of what? Dying. So that is what we need to see. There's a feeling of death. There's a perception of death. There is a sankharas associated with death. So if you are having samatha, then that problem is removed. You just take life as it comes. If you're taking life as it comes, then you get a neutral feeling. Upekha. So when I have upekha feeling, and that's it, done. Can I stay in that upekha feeling forever? Arhat. Can I remain it, but going into the jhanas and doing a lot of things? Then I am an anagami. Going to be there sometime, but not sometime. Then I am an sakadagami. I'm yet to go on that journey, Sotapanna. This is all what is about Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara. So our practice should be that looking at this setup today, I need to reflect upon, is it real? Only sankhars, sabhi sankhar. So what's the sanya? Anicca sanya, not nicca sanya. Why? It's working because of sankata, condition. I've created this condition. This studio is created. After this call, I'm going to open the windows. That is gone forever. And these lights are going to get switched off. And this camera is coming from iPhone. It's completely created. Nothing is real in this, including the speaker. That damn person, if he were to die next moment, there's only photograph. Nothing is there. So what do I get? I get first is animitta, appanihita, desirelessness. And I can see the voidness of this. The entire thing is void of an essence. It is made up. So the feeling of nicha is replaced with anicca, and the feeling of sukha is replaced with dukkha. Feeling of atta is replaced with anatta, and the feeling of subha is replaced with asubha. Now I have understood the lakhana completely. So there's no feeling of I-ness. Now, what does Vipassana do of Goenka? Beautifully, it penetrates into the sensation. Because through touch or through what we can say contact, feeling arises. So, the objective here is to close your eyes, watch your breath every 1 hour, sit, have a 5 minute or 10 minute, I don't know. Sachin can explain about this procedure. I think they take 5 minutes break and then again start. Sachin, what do you think?
1 hour set.
Yes, so correct. So you do. Right. Right. So watching the breath is samatha. Once the tranquility happens, you immediately move into the body scanning. In the same way, when you have this samatha, then you can take Rahulovadasutta or whichever sutta and start applying. Okay, so first is sila, then get established in samadhi. Samadhi having 5 things there. First you have samatha, then you take the object, create, focus, tension comes, be aware of that, whatever object you have taken, so that the mind doesn't go anywhere. mindfulness. So once you have these four, you take the sutta next. So you are in samadhi. And now you can penetrate into whatever you want. You want to penetrate into the objects, you want to penetrate into the feelings, you want to penetrate into the perceptions, you want to penetrate wherever you want to penetrate, it just happens. It's not that I need to watch the breath for all the 24 hours, not required. It's about tranquilizing, calming. The avikepa or vikepa is scatteredness, shaking. That has to be removed through the breath watching, because that is the easiest way one can see that due to breath changes, the sensation also changes. Sensation in the sense the feelings which are coming. If you are watching the breath, mind lets go of it. So you feel a different effect. Then you can do whatever you want to do. But you should have the object and you should have the sutta with you. And that's it. That becomes vipassana. So, correct, correct, agreed. And what is samadhi? Samadhi is staying in a particular state forever, no change of state. Meaning, this room looking bad or this room looking good is just a perception. Don't get into the perception, just take it as a room, nothing else. There's nothing love and hate relationship. The feeling is neutral. Upekha. And if I'm staying in a upekha, and no boundaries, right? This wall, this wall that side, and window here, and something else here, something in the front, all those are gone. All is created in the mind. Mind is let go of this 11 ways of seeing something. So it's pretty easy. Any questions on Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara? We have done all the four. The three will happen together. It doesn't happen in separation. And these three is called as mind. That is Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara. Is what is mind. If somebody want to know what is mind, it's only these three. It feels, perceives, it does. So there is Mano Sanchetana Ahara. Like that, you have the remaining Ahara. Chakku Sanchetana Ahara, Sota Sanchetana Ahara, like that. Because this in turns becomes Ayatana. It creates a sensory base. Yes, are you?
Just had an earlier question. Vedana is like getting it new, getting something to be. So all we want is for good feelings. So
Exactly.
this is
See, always we are in search of good experience. And experience, if you want to ask, what is good experience? It's pleasure. Nobody wants pain. You'd show me one being, forget human. One being would say, I love the pain. No, we say it this way: no pain, no gain. That means you first take the pain to get the gain. See, people go on trekking. What do they say? Do you really want to trek? No, but you have to challenge the mountain. You can't challenge the mountain. That mountain will say, go to hell. I'm going to stay like this. So now you have to create sankharas. So you need to have a pole, You need to have a necessary jacket, clothing, headgear, leg gear, shoes, and this and that, and going for training and climbing and doing 100 different mad things just to climb a mountain. And what are you going to do standing there? Take a selfie. What? You went all the way over there to just take a selfie? Because he gets the feeling of what? Superior. So he does sankharas of superior, thinking that is pretty superior. But you can sit here and remove all the leaven which makes you feel nibbana then and there. You don't have to go there on the mountain, trekking, sweating like crazy, putting yourself in risk, and some boulders coming down the from the mountains, or the avalanche hitting, and that happening, this happening, and getting your leg amputated because of the this frostbite, etc., are not required. But that stupid guy will do, and he'll say, I finished in Nepal. Now, where do I go? Come to India. Big mountains. Oh, I'm going to do this. Okay, after that, where should I go? Well, I'll go to Peru. Then where do you want to go? The sky is the limit now, because the more 8,000 meters you do, the more you feel that you are yet to complete, because none of the senses can provide satisfaction. You keep on doing sankharas and sankharas and sankharas because of the feeling. Feeling is pleasure. So all that we are seeking in life is pleasure at the cost of the pain. So first you take the pain of getting married, pain of getting children, pain of getting job, pain of working, pain of studying, pain of getting visa, pain of getting. You tell me, where's the pleasure? Even getting a child is not instantaneous. You bloody have to struggle. Getting a girl is not easy thing in life. Again, you have to struggle. You have to do a lot of things. Getting a home, is it easy? No. Again, you have to struggle. Getting a car is easy thing? No. Again, you have to struggle. Okay, getting a graduation, is that a pretty easy thing? No. Again, you have to struggle. Why? All sankharas, abhisankharas, are struggle oriented. They are the dukkha. Yes, Eddie. It requires little bit of struggling when compared to the sensual struggle. So there is one sutta. There's a very nice thing you asked me. There's one sutta. So one bhikkhu would be taking bath in a river, and he comes out, and a deity comes and tells that person, hey, you look so nice, your body looks so sculpted, you should enjoy sensuality and let go of this hardship what you're doing. Okay, and this person or this bhikkhu will then answer the deity, I have taken thing which is more easy than left what is more difficult. And then that deity says, sorry, I didn't understand, but I don't think so anything is so difficult. The sensual pleasures are certainly very easy. And then he says, for that you have to put an effort. But for this, you have to give up the effort. If I want to get into jhana, I have to stop putting effort. It's an effortless job than putting effort. You ask Sachin, when he sits on that vipassana, I don't think so he's putting any effort to sit there. It just happens. Yeah, first day might be an effort, second day is an effort, third day is an effort. With the first retreat program is an effort, but like veteran like Sachin, I don't think so it's an effort. You ask him to sit for 30 days, he's going to do that. I'll give you another simple example. Car driving. To get the car license, you need to put effort. But after you have learned driving the car, there's no effort. You will go effortlessly. And you will be conversing. Hey, yeah, you know what? And I might be playing a music and say 500 miles away from home and keep on going. Yes, that's correct. Yes. From the beginning, yes. In the case of car driving, you will drive the car from where you left. But unfortunately, in jhana, you will go back to the basic. Right, yes, sir. You wanted to say something.
Certainly understand that you have to put effort to know
Yes, yes. See, correct. Three things we need to know, what we need to have is one, we need to have sati or mindfulness or remembrance. Second, we need to know how much effort to put. So that is virya. Okay. And the third one is the samadhi, staying in a particular state. If you're already in that state, you don't have to change anything. It's like a plane taking off and it goes to a height and stays there. It had to keep on coming from 37 feet to 27,000 feet and again go back to 37,000 feet. It looks ridiculous. Yes. So using sati, I need to look at one side the virya, other side samadhi. Two wings, right? And the same way, two wings, samatha vipassana, two wings. If I am too much in samatha, no vipassana, problem. If I am too much in vipassana, no samatha is a problem. I need to have samatha and vipassana. Yes, sir.
from what I understand. Usually, when there is enough somebody that might get into dullness and drowsy. At this point, you have to investigate it. So
Yes.
just
Yes.
you
Yes.
stay away from distraction. Uh,
Yes. So there are five indriyas. Saddha indriya, sati indriya, virya indriya, samadhi indriya, panya indriya. These five are like five spears. If you don't know how to use them, they go on the wrong side. So if I have a wrong faith, which you shared me, Ariu, on the faith, right? So without experience or without getting that experience, and I say experience, it's a feeling, perception, sankhara. Without getting that, if it is only theory, that creates blind faith. It doesn't give you the right faith or the proper faith. You need to experience. If saddha is there, you will be able to put the virya effort, because now you know it is there. It's not hearsay. Sachin will say that Vilas, today he has achieved something extraordinary. So I think I will allow him to share rather than I say. So whatever extraordinary experience he has experienced, he has experienced. Now I can't claim it's my experience and saying that I am the person who taught Sachin how to do it. It's ridiculous. Why? Because even if I have taught, I have not myself experienced. So it's a blind faith. So creates artificial blind effort. And these two will create improper samadhi, michha samadhi. And that will create the panya, wisdom, wouldn't be there, because the sati itself is michha sati. Right? So the thing what we are trying to do is to experience. And how to experience? You have to take some object and experience. And that's your experience. Like, 1 second, like Matt has an experience, we all have our own experience. So you need to cultivate further beyond that experience, we using all of these tools. Yes, yes.
Basically, after penetrating all through the
Yes.
experiencing that whiteness is
No, the end goal is animitta apanihita shunyata. It's not only shunyata. It is first signless. This room is a sign. No sign. This body is a sign. No sign. Right? That become desireless. There's no desire to be fulfilled. If there is no desire to be fulfilled, don't you feel so it is void of its existence? And that becomes Nibbana. Yes, Sachin. Yeah, since you said void, I remember that. See, that voidness is what you can call as upayasa, helplessness. Okay, see. Yes, he's helpless. So upayasa, the last one. So soka parideva dukkha domana supayasa. It has fallen so much that when we say a person is depressed, depression means helplessness. There is no help. Nobody can help me now. Even I cannot help myself. Forget about that. Nobody can help me. Nobody can understand me. So I let go of everything. That is not jhana. That is not shunyata also. Negative atta, not anatta. No one is helping me. Yeah. Nobody can understand me. World is out to kill me. The world is out to harm me. Like that. Right. So that is what it is. So what we are talking is not that. What we are talking is literal happiness when it is unbound by space and time. These 11 things, if you get rid of it, you're done. The five aggregates of grasping is thrown away. Now we have to do the Vinyana, 9:34. So we'll end today and then take Vinyana tomorrow. It's a beautiful one. Let's see what you will come up with on Vinyana. So I would ask any one of you to talk about Vinyana, how you would do it. Give it a try. Not now, tomorrow. For today, this is sufficient. We have covered Rupa, we have covered Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara. Let's practice that. Right? The feeling I'm getting, let's practice that because that has a perception, that has Sankharas. So, Phassa Samudayo, Vedana Samudayo. Phassa Nirodho, Vedana Attangamo. He says Samudaya Attangama in one, Samudaya Nirodha in another, they both mean the same. So our practice should be anything that touches, anything there's a contact, there is a feeling. If there is a feeling, there's going to be perception. If there is a perception, there's going to be sankhara. Yam vedeti tam sanjanati. Yam sanjanati tam vitakketi. Yam vitakketi tam papancheti. Yam papancheti tato tam nidanam purisa. Atita anagata pachuppanna. You remember all that will happen. Papancha sanya sankha samuda charanti. It is he goes along with this adding together, creating story. I was there in the past. Atita. I am there now. Pachuppanna. Will be there in the future. That would be anagata. With what? With what? Chakku vinyanesu rupesu. So with Indriya Samvara, what you are doing is you have stopped proliferation. And that's it. No feeling of vilas. There ends the journey. So who is going to die? No one. If Vilas is born, Vilas dies. If Vilas was never born, where will he die? It's amata. It is deathless. So, animita, apanihita, shunyata gives rise to amata, deathless. And you know you are in deathless. Amrit, amit, or amrit. Okay, good. Good then, good night and a good day to all of you. And we'll meet tomorrow with Vinyana. Bye bye.